All right, we are live for Nets Hawks. Let me get the overlay up. Okay. Welcome people to Nets basketball. It is the Hawks taking on the Nets, another big game. In the context of the playoffs situation, we are currently fifth, barely hanging on. And the Hawks are one of those teams that are fighting in the play-in. And yeah, every win is important. You can see I've gone pretty light on the quotes and stats. I don't think there's too much reason to dwell on the previous game, which was an absolute disaster. Let's have a look at a few key figures. The first thing I want to cover, the 29 points we scored in the first half was the worst in Brooklyn history. I mean, nothing more said really, which is pretty staggering. I didn't think the team was that bad that they were only going to score 29 points in a quarter. To double down on that, we scored 87 points, and De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk the same night combined for the exact same amount of points. So we were that bad, or the Kings were that good. It was two different extremes. If we look at the quotes, I think this sums it up pretty well. Rust, lack of chemistry, and no first option equals this offense. Yeah, it looked incredibly disjointed right from the outset. Turnovers were a pretty regular thing early on, and that just carried through the entire game, really. Jacques Vaughn said, I'm going to keep preaching that this kind of effort is unacceptable. I mean, there's no other way to say it. There's no other way to do it. You can't sugarcoat things. You have to be upfront and honest about that kind of stuff. And look, yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to be harsh with yourself. That was an abysmal performance. I mean, the fans didn't deserve it. The players should not have provided that after, 9 or 10 days off. It was just a pretty abysmal showing. And then I just found this funny because someone got excited that Nets basketball is back, only to say false alarm as the game ended. So I think that sums things up pretty well. It was pretty bad. It was really bad. I don't think we ever rocked up. We never entered the building. Yeah. Hello, Dark Shadow. Hope you're doing well, my guy. It is 7 a.m. over here. I'm a bit of a madman for waking up to watch Nets basketball, but it is what it is. We respect the grind. So here we are. Put your predictions in chat as to who you think is going to win this game. If we look at the starting five, which I don't have up yet, starting five, you can see that Mikal Johnson, I mean, I don't need to read out the names. It's the exact same five from the other day. They definitely need to get off to a better start, and Ben Simmons is still the one man out for this team. So no surprises there, but that is just the fact that is the case means there's absolutely zero excuse to lose this one. They have their coach yet. They are running the interim coach at the moment, Joe Prunty, who has had assistant coaching jobs at Phoenix and Milwaukee before. So he does have a little bit of experience. Yeah. But they don't have a coach. I think they're trying to get Quinn Snyder. I think 117, 116. Well, we're definitely gonna need to get off to a better start if we want to score 117 points or whatever it is. So yeah, we'll be getting ready to see tip-off. Probably about 5 to 10 minutes before the start. The best looking starting five in the league by far. I'm not willing to go through all 30 NBA teams just to pick out the most good looking. But you know what, like, yeah, that's probably not an argument for me, is it? I think we can leave that to other people. So, yeah. But there's been some crazy shit going on recently in the NBA. That Celtics Sixers game at the end of the, I think it was yesterday, with that half-court heave by Joel Embiid, three-quarter court heave. He got it, but it was just a couple milliseconds too late. A little bit of payback for that, you know, that heave that Dinwiddie got to go, but obviously didn't count. So karma eventually, you know, comes back to bite them. Basically the same scenario as well, down 3. You've got the second highest scoring game in NBA history with the Kings and the Clippers. The Kings are just, they're really good this season. They've been rewarded with a national TV game for the first time in God knows how long. So that's always a plus if you're a Kings fan and you're sort of obsessed with that kind of stuff. But they've got OKC today, so they probably have another chance to get one in the win column. But right now, half a game ahead of the Knicks. That is so important. We need to win this. They've won their last 5, so they're riding a really good wave of form. That loss to Chicago means that we're now only 7.5 games from falling out of the play-in altogether. The odds of that happening in the final 22 games, I don't see happening. They've played 60, we've played 59. I don't know, it's a bit of a toss-up. I'm not really too sure whether or not that that's going to come to life. But yeah. Alrighty. We're borderline set to go. We're just really waiting for the game to begin. This one's an away game as well. Game 3 of 4 against the Hawks this season. First 2 have been decided by under 2 possessions or under 3 possessions. First one was a win by 4. The second was a win by 1. And Kyrie Irving got us there with 28. KD also had 28 and 16 in that game, where the bench was pretty non-existent. But I think one of the key things is getting Clax more involved, because he's been a bit down on offense, offensive output in recent games. So I think that's going to be one thing that they need to maximize. I think that's still going to come with time, because, you know, his best, like, his biggest influence is on the back of other players not really missing any shots. And that lob threat, as a result of that, you know, you attract 2 defenders, you throw the pass up, and you get the lob completed. So it's that sort of stuff. We just need to make our shots. Well, yeah, it's that simple, isn't it? It's really that simple, because if you can't make your shots, we know what happens. Exhibit A, Nets Chicago. Alrighty. So first quarter should be underway very, very shortly. I'm just gonna get the game on that side of the screen. Alright, we should be set to go very, very shortly. Probably need to move that out the way. Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we have the starting 5 for the Hawks. I thought John Collins was out with a back issue, but they've got a perfect starting 5. It is Trey, DeJounte, Capella, Collins, and Hunter, the 5. Alrighty. Here we go. Early match between the Hawks and the Nets. Let's get off to a better start than an 11-0 run, please. I'd like to score a few buckets in the first 4 minutes, something we couldn't do the other day. But we just need a win just to stabilize a little bit. People have been overreacting yet again, as is the typical thing for any fan of sports. But I'm not willing to take that side as well. All we need to do is just completely disregard what happened the other day. And this is a new day, hopefully. If it's a repeat, then God help me. I'm probably gonna go back to bed, to be brutally honest with you. Alright, tip is won by probably no one, but we have the ball in our possession. Opening possession will be with the Nets. So Spence up top, the high screen. Dinwiddie with the runner is short on that. I don't like that as the first shot in the game. If that's going to be the trend, well, yup. Capella looking for Collins in the post. He's got Finney-Smith on him. Collins looking for a pass and Clacks with the steal. Jesus Christ, the breakaway and the dunk for two. I'm trying to stay remotely quiet because it's 7 a.m. I don't want to wake people up. Big dunk, though, by Clacks early going. Hunter under the basket. That's an interesting foul to be called. I thought Hunter just lost it under the basket, but it is going to be 2 shots for the Hawks. So 2-zip early going. Clax's last game here was a 17.10 rebound performance with 6 blocks in there as well. We're already off to a better start than last time. Well, yeah, we actually scored in the first minute of action. So that's an improvement, isn't it? And it came off the back of a steal that we created. Or turnover we created. Both free throws are good for Hunter. Got to keep him off the free throw line, I can't help but think. Spencer Dinwiddie. Looking for Bridges. High screen Clacks. Bridges. Finds his spot. Off the glass. He is fouled and it's going to be shots. So early going, there is really... Yeah, there's really nothing too exciting about it. It's a bit messy. Couple free throws for both sides early going in this one. Free throw one is good, but I'm very much a fan of this. If we can get some early looks at the free throw line, I think that'll, irrespective of how badly we shoot to start things, I think this is important. Just to, you know, get some points on the board, see the ball in the net, and we can build off of that. The Trae Young, high screen. Picked up by Clacks. Young to Collins. Now to Murray on the wing. Collins in the post on Dinwiddie. Picks up his dribble. He doesn't get it to go. Capella recovers. And it will be a reset for the Hawks. Hunter doesn't shoot the 3. Got by the closeout and is fouled by Clacks, who does not agree. Michael Carter-Williams signs with the Magic. He does sign with the Magic. I don't really... He's played at the Magic before. I don't really know what the reason is for that signing. For the Magic, it seems like they're feeding into that idea that they're going to get every single player on the roster with significant length and height. Above average height for their position, basically. Hunter's first free throw is good. So 4-3 early on. Hunter has been at the free throw line for 2 trips. And with the with the miss of that free throw, I jinxed it. He's 3 or 4 from the line. So it's Dinwiddie up top, the high screen by Clacks, and now he's going to hand it off to Finney-Smith in the corner. We're trying to feed Spence. Finney-Smith is going to go himself, and that was incredibly short on the 3. I've seen a stat. He's playing awfully from the field or shooting the ball awfully from the field. He's shooting under 30% in the 5 games he's played. Murray for 3. He got it. 6-4. Spence. Finney-Smith does not shoot the 3. Down the middle. Bridges catch and shoot 3 is good. Good driving kick by McCall. 7-6. Good to see we've actually made a 3-pointer. Young tried to lob it up to Capella. He tried to take it off the dribble, and he's turned it over. Johnson into the paint. Layup is good. 9-6. Good start. So, Murray, again for 3. That's short, but they get the long rebound, and now Trey Young will not give them the second chance. It's off the leg of McCall, and it's going to be a side out for the Hawks. Those who have just tuned in, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all in good shape, doing well, a little bit more vibrant and energetic than I am because it's very, very early in the morning here. So Trey Young up top. The switch sees Clax guarding him. Trey, the kick out to Collins in the corner. He nearly lost his dribble. McCall, excellent defense, and that is an air ball. No shot allowed by the Hawks, or by the Nets, and I feel like the defense has been much better. You know, the Hawks have had to settle for a lot more difficult shots than we were handing to the Bulls. So it's Dinwiddie, Johnson, kick out, Finney-Smith. Jesus Christ, we got a wedgie. We got a wedgie. Bro, he's already taken 3 3-pointers, fam. Has he been practicing his 3? Like, bro, because he's missing him so badly, man. If we're going to be winning games, DFS cannot be shooting this crap, man. So we're going to get a jump ball. What the hell was that? Clax was too early to the jump ball. How does that even work? Are you not allowed to tap the ball as it's going up? I would presume so. Okay, so it's DeJounte. Finding Capella and back to DeJounte, who will give it to Trey at the logo. Been said many times before by Hawks commentary. Hunter, step back 3. Got it. Gee, that looked pretty smooth. He's got 7 in the game. And now Spence. Johnson. Through the lane. Got the bounce. 11-9. Well, instantly I can say this is a much better start than the previous fixture. Collins to Murray. Drive on Bridges. Stop and pop. It's off. That's a good shot forced by McCall. And now in transition, Finney-Smith. Into the paint. He got the layup. 13-9. I'm liking the attack on the basket because we did not do that enough. Nearly enough. Finney-Smith nearly with the read to force the steal, but it is not going to be the case. But good activity. Cam Thomas is going to come in early at the 7:24 mark. I like this. DFS is off. Oh, that is abysmal, Spence. It took literally 1 second from the inbounds for Murray to just basically push Spencer off his spot, and it was a simple layup. Bridges for 3. Hits back iron. The rebound by the Hawks. Murray had first dibs. Young down the middle. He thought he was fouled, I would believe. That looked a bit unnatural, but he gets it to go anyway. Doesn't matter. Spence is fouled. And why is the foul not on the floor? It's going to be a side out, but we've got a timeout, well, yeah, before that. So it's going to be, well, I think we're going to be doing a bit of a box score check, aren't we? Let's have a look. Congrats on 1K. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Thank you all for the support on that, because well, yeah, without yous, it's it's not happening, is it? So I can't exactly subscribe with 1,000 alt accounts. I think that'd be a lot of labor, unnecessary labor, but yeah, no, it's really good to see. Good to see. It's been a pretty big grind for the last couple of years, so it's good to see it all paying off. Let's just have a look at the box score, people. If I can actually get it up. You can see McCall's leading the way with 5 early on. We've been to the free throw line a little bit. Overall, shooting the ball much better than the other day, but still there's improvement to be had in that department. Have forced a couple of turnovers, but DeAndre Hunter has been the high man for the Hawks with 6. They've also been to the free throw line a little bit early on, and had a couple second chance opportunities. So we know what the key is. Limit the second chance opportunities and those turnovers. Make sure to keep, forcing them whilst also being responsible yourself. Because you got to look after yourself first. That's just the general life rule, isn't it? But overall, I can't really complain with the way we've begun the game. Yeah, it's a good start. 13 apiece. I mean, some of the defense has been a little bit lackluster, but, that's to be... I was about to say that's to be expected. It shouldn't be expected, because that'd be settling for mediocrity, wouldn't it? Okay, so... we're about to return from the timeout. It will be Nets on the side. What was the over-under? I believe it was the Hawks. Under 5.5. Don't trust me on that one. Don't take my word for it, because I don't know how to read betting stats and stuff like that. But I think it was, at least on ESPN, I saw it was negative 5.5 Hawks. So whether that means over or under, I've got no idea. It's probably under, isn't it? Anyway, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support and drop a like. If you are new, make sure to subscribe if you want to see, or you want to stay notified about more Nets streams. Dinwiddie into the paint. Shoot it. Uncontested. He's short on a mid-range. Bro, Spencer's been crap. Bogdanovic is in. What is Cam Thomas doing on Collins in the post? Murray with the drive. Missed the layup. Capella with the putback too. Gotta box out. Gotta box out, Clax. Cam's now got Capella on him. He's got to try attack that. He's going to go baseline, but they cover that route. Johnson in the mid-range. Got it. If we can actually get some mid-ranges sprinkled in there with the regulation 3s and 2s in the paint, then I think that'll make things a lot easier for us. More things will open up, but that is so easy. John Collins with the dunk. Johnson, another mid-range, and that was a little bit of a defensive breakdown by the Hawks. His jump shot is pretty. Thing 2, he's been awesome. Murray feeds Capella. We're going to foul on the floor. It's going to be a side out for the Hawks. So I would be willing to take that foul, because I think we were absolutely done for all money. Because Collins was, or Capella looked like he was, yeah, definitely getting the bucket. The problem with switching, you have to stay on a Kongwu there. Murray with a nice little pull up there. But the problem is you can't be doing switches like that, I don't think. Cam cannot be guarding a Kongwu under the basket. Or Capella, one or the other, it doesn't matter. Cam's one-on-one, he shoots the midi. And Johnson is fouled. Going for the second chance. It's going to be free throws. I think I'm bleeding. Shit. Alright, it's going to be 2 shots for Johnson. It was all in one motion. So, yeah, 2 shots for Johnson. He's sort of been keeping the offense afloat in these last couple of minutes. Think the Hornets are making a playoff push, 3-game win streak. Probably more games they won than in the previous 20, to be honest. So it's Finney-Smith back in as the small ball 5. Johnson will make both. 19 apiece. Trae Young, top of the key. The drive, the foul. Terrible foul to give away. Bro, he has not been himself. Like, I've seen him play at Dallas. He's not even remotely playing of the level that we need him to be. Like, we didn't trade him to play like this. To not be able to bloody shoot the ball at anywhere near an adequate rate. And on top of that, to commit fouls that are a cardinal sin like that. Johnson, Bridges, looking for Spence. Who is getting the shot up here? 3 to shoot. Dinwiddie, the turnaround, he got it. How on earth has he got that one up? 22-21. I mean, that's making something out of nothing. Cam's now picking up Trae Young. Shoots over the top, and that is an easy 2. No one can stop the Hawks at the moment. For a team that should be defensively putting teams on clamps, the Hawks are shooting above 65%. Bridges on the drive, scores for 2. Trade the future net with Jimmy Butler. I highly doubt that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to trade for Trae. Although he would be a very good fit, I do feel, with this team. Trae Young, good change of pace. He's short, though, on the little push shot. And now the Nets in transition. McCall, top of the key. He's going to take on Trae. The kick out, Finney-Smith. I'm going to say that's probably the best looking 3-pointer he's taken, but the result remains the same. Another miss, and now Sadiq Bey. Oh, my life. It's such a joke, man. We've literally, like, they're shooting the ball lights out again. Cam gets to his spot in the mid-range after basically passing up a drive, and now the Hawks. Trae wanted a foul, didn't get it. And now Bridges, who are you passing to? Oh my God, Cam. Are you serious? It looked like we were going to lose the ball. He won it back, behind the back, and then the scoop. He's playing at a dangerously high level in this first quarter. He hasn't missed, and he's scored 12. But a 3 by Bogdanovic in the corner prompts a timeout by the Nets. Jesus Christ, though. How on earth did CJ muster that up? Let's have a look at the box score, because far out. I mean, well, first and foremost, let's have a look. I mean, whilst we're here with the Hawks, you can see the problem. Yet again, the defense does not exist. Like, I don't really need to say anything else. It's blatantly there for you all to witness and see. 11 of 17 from the field. We're allowing Trey's got 7, DeJounte 7. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to say anything else, do I? For the Nets, we're not actually shooting the ball too badly. We've only made 1 3-pointer. But that said, we've had 19 of our 25 from Mikal and Cam. We're gonna need to see more from the others. I mean, granted, we've only played 6 players in this game, but we're gonna need to see more from this bench, because the other day I don't think they even got out of bed, to be honest. If the starting 5 didn't go to the gym, or the stadium, if they never rocked up there, well, then the bench didn't really even get out of bed until the last quarter. So I think the big problem is the defense is a bit lackluster. For a team that should be, theoretically, as I said, clamping this team up. Like, it's just fairly unacceptable. Alrighty. How many threes has Cam hit? Well, he hasn't even scored a bucket yet. So that's not helpful if you need some points out of him. If you are enjoying the stream, though, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new, if you want to be notified about more Nets games. I'm very active in the community tab. Like, I let you all know of when I'm going live within the 24 hours. So make sure to always just have a cheeky gander at the community tab, because odds are I've posted something, and sometimes I'm pretty open dialogue wise about videos I'm posting and stuff like that as well. So 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. It is Spencer Dinwiddie on the wing. He's got Trey on him. Drive it, mate. Gets into the paint. Mikal, the midi, got it. That's a good feed. Excellent feed. And good make by Mikal, just positioning himself in a spot where he knows he's most comfortable. Trey. Oh, that is a nasty move, and he knocks down the 3 again. 5 of 6 from downtown. That's been the big difference. The shooting's been bad enough in terms of what we've allowed, but the 3-point shot making is next level. Dinwiddie 3 is off. I don't want those. Not at all. Spence is guarding a Kongwu in the paint. Spence, surely, man. Oh, that is a joke. He's about to get the fucking ball, and he's been pinged for a lockup. That's a joke. They're both locked up. What is that rubbish? Let the play run. Oh, my life. Free throw is good for a Kongwu. Don't understand why JV is playing Clax so little. The only solution, or the only reasoning, is probably that JV is trying to thin the rotation out. And that means that Clax is probably the only out-and-out center in that 10-man rotation, or less. But in that case, he should be getting more minutes. Joe is in. For the Hawks, Johnson came in a few minutes ago. We got shots by... or coming up for Cam Thomas. A Kongwu is the guy who will pick up the foul. Those who have just joined us, welcome. If I didn't see you in the first game post the All-Star game, then welcome back. And if you're new, welcome as well. Cam makes free throw 1. Story of the first quarter has been that the Hawks have dominated from the field. They have been lights out from both the field and 3. Cam makes the second. That's Cam Thomas, not Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson has 12 on excellent shooting. He has not missed in this game. Trae Young picked up by Mikal. The high screen and the switch. Cam, I can't be asked, bro. You can't be committing fouls like that. I'm sick of... I understand that you're so dependent on the switch defense. But at times, I don't think that's the go-to. I don't think you can do that because you got plays like Cam Thomas guarding Trae Young, who is so shifty with like his handle that it's very hard to keep up as it is for a full-time defender. So good luck being a part-time defender or an unnatural defender and trying to defend Trae Young, who's got 12 in the first quarter. Oh, God. Joe takes it after Trae Young overcommitted. Mikal the 3. That's well off. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson. Drive. Layup. Missed it. Mikal. The rebound. Push the pace. Drive it. Euro. Block. Johnson. Rebound. Thomas. He's gonna just slow things down. Bridges. Out to Joe. Catch and shoot 3. Top of the key. It's short. And we got one opportunity to... Or the Hawks have got one opportunity to score. They've scored 37 opening quarter points. Where is the defense in this game, man? Trae. He's got Spencer on him. Oh, my God. Saucy cross. Wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Bridges. Oh! That was close. But no cigar for Mikal Bridges. And that is the first quarter done. It is 37-29. Boy, oh boy, where was the defense there in that first quarter, man? I have no idea. It was nowhere to be found. You can see that is basically the scoring. I mean, I don't even really need to scroll down because there is nothing offering on the bench. Cam's played 7 opening quarter minutes, but you can see the three-point shooting is just god-awful. God-awful. You're not going to be winning games if you're taking 9 threes, making 1. And even despite that, inside the perimeter, we have been pretty good. 10 or 15. I'll take that. Trae Young's got 12. 7 to Murray, 6 to Hunter. They're a very well-rounded squad. And they're shooting the ball lights out. You know, much more efficiently from 3. That's really helping them out. That's probably where the difference is at the moment. 5 threes to 1. And from the field, they've had less shots, but they have been to the free throw line a fair bit more, I think. 9 free throws to 6. So we've been to the free throw line. We haven't been too bad in that regard, but haven't been able to keep them off the free throw line. So second quarter getting ready to go. But no defense, man. Nothing. It's been bad. Alrighty. We need to lift though. I mean, the offense wasn't that bad. It's funny that you point out, Caden, we've actually scored the same amount of points in one quarter than we did in the entire first half. Defense is just a big problem at the moment. This ain't the old Hawks teams from earlier this season. You better ask Cleveland. We had 100 points with 6 minutes left in the third. Did notice that. That was pretty underrated because the Cavs are a good defensive team, and obviously they got absolutely sauced up by the Hawks. So fair play. They've got their groove going on the offensive end, on the offensive end. Bay down the middle, got rid of Royce, blocked by I think it was Clax, I think. But yeah, I wouldn't be one bit surprised with the Hawks scoring another 120. They've got 0.5 to shoot it. It's going to have to be a touch and shot. He missed it. So that was good defense. Forced basically a shot clock violation. The good thing is we haven't turned the ball over. So that's been one area where the problem's been rectified from the game previous. Johnson. Gee, hit the deck pretty hard, but no call. I think that's a fair call. Murray down the middle. The kick out Bogdanovic. It was a 4-on-5 the whole possession. Too easy. Clax? Where the fuck's the foul there, dude? Clax is looking for anything. Oh my god, Joe. Immediately, we had no fucking turnovers in the first... No turnovers in the first quarter, and in 20 seconds we've had 2. Like, Joe, what are you doing? The problem is Joe immediately like defeats the purpose of a pass because he's running in the direction he's going to pass it. It remains so predictable that he's going to release the pass to where he's running because he does it so often. So all you need to do as a Hawks player is read that and just stick an arm out and you've instantly got an extra possession because you're going to, force a turnover. Man, I don't understand at this point in time, what does Utah give or not give that Joe does? Like, please, I'm looking for ideas because I've got no idea. Personally, like 42 points already conceded. What on earth has happened in the last 5 quarters? Bro, what's happening with the defense though? See, I'm not even joking. I would rather see every single player trying to fight over screens than I would it doesn't make any sense. You have all these good defenders and you're playing switch defense because why? Need to pull it together as a team. Well, it's just... This is what I expected though, right? So when we play well, it's very enjoyable to watch. And when it's bad, it is bad. So right now we're being exposed to the bad. A lot of mistakes. Well, it's only been the last couple of minutes where the turnovers have kicked in. Seems like JV has no idea anymore what lineups. To be fair, I will say this team is like one of the most weirdly constructed. He it's been incredibly difficult for him to have to navigate this because with all this roster changing and constant condition changes, it's never going to be easy. But out the break, the first 5 and a bit quarters out of the All-Star break have been pretty pathetic, if I'm going to be real. Johnson for 3 is short on it. Like, there's no leader. Like, Bridges can become that, but it's going to come with time. Bay for 3. That's off. The rebound by no one. Excellent news. Hawks again. Reload. Okongwu has got Joe in the post. You already know how this is ending. Nets defense collapses. Bogdanovic, easy 3. Like, it's that simple. I don't even need to tell you why he got an open 3. Because yet again, the switching has a ripple effect on everything else. Clax is fouled. It's going to be free throws. 10-0 run for the Hawks. And it's just ballooned to 16 in quick time. Like, it's just... Second chance points, number 1. And number 2, that switch defense does not work. You can't do it. Pick and roll with Spence and Clax. Well, they're playing a bit of zone, so the pick and roll isn't very effective. The question is, why is our why is our zone defense not very effective? Is this a 14-0 run? No, a 10-0 run. Clax makes both. Breaks that 10-0 burst. Like, I don't care if Utah is a foul machine. I just want to see him do more on the offensive side, man. Griffin's in the game. His 3 is off to the right and Clax with the board. He's going to take it all the way. It's going to be another foul. And you know what? I'm loving that. Clax was like, nah, fuck this. I'm going myself. I'm not passing to no one because you're all shit. And it's going to be free throws for him at the 9:31 mark. At least Utah gives effort on rebounding, unlike that bum Harris. It's not that Joe doesn't give effort, it's just that he's shit even at 100% effort. Clax does not make free throw number 1. We don't see enough of Utah. We don't see any of Utah. I don't really understand why. He's been a part of many closing lineups this season. Like, it just doesn't make any logical sense. Why? Even Sumner, who's proven that he can score 30 when needed or needing to have high usage. See, look at this switching defense. We've now got Seth Curry and Okongwu in the... It doesn't work. That's a good contest by Joe at the basket, though. He forced the miss on the layup. Royce, Joe, wide open 3, off, rebound Clax, reload, Joe again. Murray, good turnaround, he's got it. Bro, I'm just... Waking up at 7 a.m. or 6... 6:15 to watch this was probably not a wise choice. I'm probably going to be asleep by halftime. Bogdanovic, oh my god, that is saucy. 3 over Joe again. He has been cooked on 3-pointers this season, or recently. 18-point deficit. And it has been probably the most carefree way in which they've been able to do it. Royce... Pass. Nearly a turnover. Curry over the shoulder. He's got it for 2. Oh my god. What are you doing, man? That was the most wide open 3 I've ever seen. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Because this team is communicating on the way back. Royce for 3. It's wide open. He got it. Thank you, man. Oh my god. They're 8 of 13 on 3-pointers, dude. We, for context, have made 6 less on the same amount of attempts. We're 2 of 13. Murray, the fadeaway baseline 2 is good. (52-37). Curry out to Royce. Johnson for 3 on the catch. That is long. Bogdanovic is going to push the pace here. He's got Royce on him. You already know they're going to do some switch with Joe as the defensive assignment. Nope. He's going to take it himself. There's a foul on the floor. This is not good at all, and we have good shooters, just need good offense. I would probably go as far to say the defense needs to be much better over the offense. The offense isn't atrocious. It is the defense that is, like, non-existent at the moment. So Finney Smith is the small ball 5. We're not playing Utah or Dayron or none of those guys, which yet again not a fan of. Bogdanovic faked the shot. He passed it to Collins with 2.8 left. Dumbass foul by Seth Curry. Dumbass foul. Dude. So Hunter's going to come in at the 6:42 mark. Okay. Griffin. Spin and kick. Trae Young gets by Bridges. Wide open 3 Collins. How are you giving away wide open 3s? Look how they're shooting the ball from out there. Run them off the line, dude. So lucky it's before 9 a.m. If I had more energy, I would be utterly pissed off. Bridges, good cross. Into the paint, he missed the fucking layup. Perfect move, missed an uncontested 2. Young from way downtown, that's off. And of course, we batted out to no one. Good read by Bridges, who read the alley-oop and got enough of a piece on it to force the turnover. Royce, Bridges, fouled. 2 shots. What a frantic set of possessions. But how do you have 4 guys rebounding the ball and not one player to even collect the batting out? Dude. Free throw is good. This can't be the rotation going forward, I'm sorry. Especially if they're going to play like this. You cannot continue to run this team. This is hell. You were here for the Bulls game, right? Because I think that was hell. This looks like heaven in comparison to that. Trae Young. Oh my God. Bro, every damn possession. Was that a foul as well? How many 3s does Cam hit? I believe 1. Oh my God, it was such a good pass. And the dunk. Where the fuck was the foul there? Okay, there wasn't a foul. There was just a weird-ass stoppage. Cam. Oh my God, another layup. Bobbles out. Transition opportunity. Griffin. Bay. Finney Smith with the read. It's a 3-on-1. Cam. If you don't score this, I want to die. He did score the bucket, and it's back down to 16. We're going to need to see a lot more of that. A lot more defensive stops, please. Oh, for fuck's sake. Capella is short on the 2, and we have another foul under the basket because we have no big. Play Dayron, fam. Zero reason why you don't pass the Dayron, dude. Zero, or get Dayron in the game. I understand he could get sauced up by Trae, but combination of 2 games is hell, yeah. Can't play switching defense with the small ball lineup. This is what happens when you don't have a leader. It's not even that. You don't need a leader to play good defense. You just need a damn... You need to be awake. I guarantee, like, I can't, like, my eyes are 50% open. I guarantee I'm more awake than they seem to be on defense. Cam with the flip. He did not get the call. He wanted it. Obviously, a fair bit of contact in there on the gather, and it will be the Hawks now the other way. So 4:40 to play. They have 58 points. We're down 15. Trey, they're just looking for the alley-oop every possession. Lucky Capella sucks. Couldn't score the first time. Bridges with the block. And in transition, it's Cam Thomas. Driving kick. Royce for 3. That was hideous. Euro by Griffin. Got rid of Dimwitty. Missed the layup. Finney Smith. We're getting a few stops here on the last few possessions. Dimwitty on the catch. He missed it. Stop shooting the threes. We've had 2 transition opportunities. The instant default has been shoot the 3. Drive it. Oh, my life. I don't even want to watch the game. Young misses the layup. Good stop again. If we scored a couple buckets the other way, it would have been awfully handy. Cam for 3. He got it. And one of the big improvements in the last, in this recent run of games since the trade has been Cam's 3-point percentage. It's going up. Like, he's shooting it at about 50% on the last 60 or so attempts. And if there's one guy I'd be given the green light, you're probably calling me crazy if I said it at the start of the year, but Cam Thomas is the only reliable 3-point shooter at the moment, I think. We can't hit open threes. They need to lock themselves in the gym. Well, yeah, if they're shooting 3-pointers, they should be held back an extra hour. Because it's just unacceptable, dude. Alrighty. 46-58. I mean, all things considered, this is salvageable. It's not completely out of the question. Yeah. 58-46 the score. And a little run here where we've conceded like 4... Oh, no, we haven't conceded nothing. In the last 4 possessions, we've been good at forcing misses, and that's led to some really good looks on the offensive side, but the 3-pointers aren't falling. I understand the driving kick out and the open 3, but these guys aren't proven to hit those at the moment, so I would just take it to the cup, and then if you've sent your run to the corner, you need to just collapse into the paint. You need to sprint in there for the follow-up on the 2, because odds are in a 3-on-1 transition, the Hawks are the 1. So if that player's too preoccupied contesting the first shot, well then, you've got 2 other players in that 3-on-1 that can follow it up. But instead, we've been really happy to settle for the 3. If you're a little bit smarter, then it could potentially be in single figures. Alrighty. So 58-46. Hawks after timeouts are dangerous. Given you're a Hawks fan, I would take your word for it. I mean, that in itself is... Yeah. If they're dangerous out of timeouts, well then especially here they're going to be dangerous because we freaking suck on defense, and offensively they've been awesome. But I swear to God, Utah's been stiffed by Jacques Vaughn, man. Like, the fact that he has not gotten run. Trey in the mid-range, miss. That's good. Royce, Bridges, looking for Cam. They've definitely identified he's probably the guy with the hot hand. Put his head down, got to the bucket, but Capella was there. You probably have to pass it off. Young the runner. I can't tell if that was a lob or a shot, but regardless, it's going to be Hawks on the baseline. It fell out of play. You probably, yeah, have to dish clacks there, I would have to say, to Cam Thomas. Especially given he called for the help. That is not even close to a foul. Trey Young trying to milk it, and now the net's in transition. Cam's wide open. Ah, that was a good look. I would have backed him in to make that usually. That one's off. Trey gets by Clacks. Kick out. Collins. One more. Cam reads the pass. He's going to drive it. Oh my God. How did he get it to go? It's a 4-on-5 though, and now we're cooked. Capella puts the head down. He is fouled, and you know what? I will take that as a win because I thought that was going to be a regulation too for him. He had the positioning. How on earth? Cam got actually blocked, and he's still got it to go. So I think, honestly, if there's one play that needs run in this second half, like extended, we're going to have a look at the box score out of... Yeah, we're going to have a look at the box score after this first half. But... yeah. We can actually cut the lead to single digits. It was as large as 19, but since Cam has really taken hold of the offense, it is we've been able to wrestle back control. Cam again takes on Trey Young, and it's an easy 2. I think that is a very smart play. He's got Trey Young on him, and he's looking like a bit of a traffic cone on defense. Here's the Joe Harris of the Hawks. Young doesn't get the bounce. They are in a bit of a shooting slump at the moment. Clacks is going to take it all the way. And Clacks hit the deck hard. Collins will pick up the... well, draw the charge. And the Euro... Clacks, use your brain. Well, the Euro was really weird because he took the first step, but then moving to the left, he never actually planted his foot, so he just ran into John Collins. 3 personal fouls for him now. Trey, Murray, high screen and switch. Step back 3. Good defense. Oh, you can't be fucking serious. How the fuck? Where are you looking? Oh my... that is a joke. He's called it off Spence. How? Oh, fucking give me a break. Every single time. 50-50 ball to win. Oh, excellent read by Clacks. They're looking for the alley-oop. And that's about the 3rd time today we've read it. In transit. Bridges the pull-up 2 is good at the edge of the paint. It's down to 7. So all the good work by the Hawks has been undone in the final 6 minutes or so of the second quarter. We've dug deep on the defensive side. It's all begun from there. Collins for 3. Ah, man. All that work gone to waste. So Collins with the make. It's back up to 10. I would settle with a single-digit deficit at the half, given the crap we've provided. Thomas, Bridges for 3. Got it! Hoo-hoo-hoo! That was a bit saucy. Back down to 7. The quick response. And the Hawks, you would sense, go for the 2-for-1. Young. Bounce pass. Capella. It's going to be a foul on Spence. You take one for the team because Clacks is on 3 fouls. Does Trey have a bet on himself for lobs thrown? Yeah, I would say so. But it's really smart if you think about it. Like, if the opportunity's there, oh my God, that free throw release is so bad for Capella. The first one's off. But yeah, it's really smart play by the Hawks. I mean, if the opportunity is there to send one up there, because we don't have enough presence, then do it. You know, they've been smart in that department, but we're slowly reading it more often, and I think they'll divert from that in the second half, knowing that. So Cam's gonna hold for 1. It is a 6-second difference between shot and game. Capella missed both. Cam 1-on-1 with Trey Young. Cam, step back 2 over Trey. Finney Smith! You can't be serious! The putback poster was crazy! You can't be fucking for real. You have to challenge that. That's a fucking joke. That's 2 points. That's a bucket. It's going to be a coach's challenge. So they've called that an offensive basket interference. I thought that was very natural and clean. Makes 0 sense. I don't know where they've plucked that inspiring decision from, but 7 seconds, we're getting a coach's challenge. Wow. Oh, 100% that's a 2. What are you fucking talking about? Finney Smith got up there, and that's a big 2 points to get. So it seems like it took a good 5.5 quarters, but finally I think we've woken up. Thought so. It's a good basket. So we've just had to burn a coach's challenge because these guys are fucking shit at their job. Can't be bothered. So the challenge is successful. It's a 5-point game with a few seconds left to go in the half. And look, this Hawks team looked like they were on track for about 75-80 in the first half at about the 5 or 4 minute mark of this second quarter, but we have dug in. We have dug in on those defensive stops. Like, we needed those. So we've got 8 seconds to burn here. They get it into Trey. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Trey. Gee, that is an unbelievable move. The scoop over the top of Clax. And that is the half. So I would consider this, well, a win. Because, fam, I didn't expect us to be only down 7. If you told me that at the start of the second quarter, honestly, I would have called you crazy. But to our credit, we've dug in well, and we've gotten exactly what we've needed. We've gotten a little bit of momentum going into the half. We can build upon that in the second half. The defense for the most part's been pretty good in the back end. It started pretty abysmally, but we've wrestled that one back pretty well. Let's have a look at the box score, people. You can see, look at the Nets shooting from 3. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Free throws are pretty good. Offensive rebounding isn't too bad. You can see the turnovers, we've been pretty smart in that department, but Cam Thomas has been a standout contributor with 13 off the bench. We got that last game, but we didn't get it early enough. We've now got it now, and he needs to play the second half. There's just no reason why I shouldn't be playing mass minutes in the second half. McCall's got 16, and it's actually, I haven't really felt like he's had that much of an impact on the game, but, you know, we scored 16 on 10 shots, 4 free throws made. Cam Johnson's been thereabouts. He's missed a couple threes, but overall he's been pretty consistent. And Spencer's not really shot the ball well. He hasn't looked to shoot the ball either. If we play like this, then the Bucks dropping 200 on us. Well, I think, yeah, we're in a bit of strife when we play the Bucks, because Lopez alone is going to be killing Clax, like demolishing. Actually, no, I'll give Clax credit, but if Giannis plays, he's out at the moment. If he plays, we are so in trouble. Giannis would have to be out for 2 weeks with that knee problem in order for us to avoid. But overall, second half, what I want to see. As far as the minute distribution goes, 19 to Bridges I like. Johnson with 16 I like. That 15 minutes by Clax is unacceptable. He needs to be at 33, 34 minutes a game. From here on out, as the number one and only proper center on the roster in this 9-man rotation, he cannot be playing only 15 minutes of game time. It's not enough. And as far as Joe and Seth go, they've been a complete non-factor on both ends. You already know what you're going to get on defense, but on offense, it's been shit. Really liked Cam's willingness to attack the basket, especially with Trae Young on him. I mean, that's just a really smart idea. I mean, we probably haven't seen that smartness enough. Now, the Hawks have got 3 starters in double figures already. You got 14 from Trae, but the good thing is in the first quarter, he was shooting that much more efficiently. In the second quarter, I mean, I think he missed his last 5 shots. DeJounte Murray's 6 of 10. And Bogdanovic has made 4 of his 5 3-pointers. So that's something you probably need to look at, running him off the line. But the 3-point situation for the Hawks, 10 3-pointers, you know, just shooting the ball well generally. Actually, to be fair, 22 of 46 for the Hawks, 21 of 46 for the Nets. I mean, it's not that bad. It's literally the 3-pointers that are proving the difference. They've had 6 more threes. As far as free throws are concerned, we've had 12. The Hawks had 9 at quarter time. They've got 15 now. The good thing is, I'm very happy to send Capella to the line. He's 2 of 6. Would I consider playing Hacker Capella? I don't know if he's going to get run down the line. I don't even know, did something happen to DeAndre Hunter, because he's played 8 minutes and hasn't seen time. Sadiq Bey has played 16 minutes off the bench, and Bogdanovic has also shared that spot. But that's really puzzling to me, because Hunter was playing really well. I don't know if he's ruled out for the game. I'm going to have a look. I literally can't. I actually can't see anyone. Anyone telling me about this DeAndre Hunter absence? Is he? Oh, I just realized he's got 3 personal fouls in 8 minutes. So he's been relegated to the bench because he just can't stay on the floor. Look, I will say the fight back has been impressive. Very, very impressive. But look, I need to see, for the second half, I need to see Utah minutes. I need to see... Well, I just need to see them knock down the 3-pointers. At some point, it just becomes really simple. Highlights and edits, welcome to the stream, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I believe this is your first time here, so hello. At some point, you've just got to either change the personnel or the players have got to step up. There's been some really good looks in there. Like, there's been some transition opportunities where the threes have been open. There's been some second chances where the three-pointers have opened up because the Hawks have committed to the rebound. That's one of the most simple things, simple fixes. Knock down your damn shots. That is the difference right now. If we could have knocked down like 3 or 4 more three-pointers, we're in front. If we could shoot it at an average percentage. So that's probably what I'm willing to see. Even though Spencer's only scored 2 points, I'm sort of liking what he's doing at the point guard position. Defensively, he's been pretty good. Been inconsistent like everyone else, but that's, you know, that's been everyone. That's on them, but they've fought back well. We have so many options on the bench. We always knew this was going to happen with the logjam, but I do think that the numbers play into it because Joe is, you know, because he's getting paid $18 million, that seems to be a justifiable reason why he should be getting minutes. Well, it shouldn't be like that. I also want to say something, right? There's one player we've forgotten in all this. Ben Simmons. Is it very possible that Ben Simmons actually has a positive influence on what this team is doing? Because Ben is the small ball 5. He can handle the rock. I feel like just because he's 6'10 and a point guard, it makes things a lot harder for oppositions to defend. I honestly think that Ben, part of this problem is Ben isn't there. I mean, the 2 games we haven't had Ben, we've looked somewhat shit, defensively especially. Is it very possible that Ben actually is a positive impact? And I haven't seen anyone really discuss that. I honestly thought that the Nets will win the championship with that group, but now I don't. Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious now. CJ next player for 40, let's go. I don't think that's going to happen. He only took 7 first quarter shots. Honestly, shut down Ben all season. To see if his back gets any better, we need him to get his aggressiveness back. Well, yeah, but I'm not... Like, I actually think Ben's impact on this team is bigger than some people probably give him credit for. Because I think the height problem somewhat goes away. Ben doesn't do enough. He doesn't do enough on the offensive side. On the other side, like if we're talking passing, if we're talking defensive ability, just defensive versatility, even though he's an absolute pain in the ass, like rebounding the ball, just as another option to throw in there, because you don't have to play one of Royce or Joe. If you're doing a 9-man rotation, I mean, if we go back to this and we just look down, or look up, sorry, you can just see that out of those 4 there, if Ben comes back in, are you playing those 4 plus Ben, or are you taking the minutes of one of Joe, Seth, or Royce away? Is that what you're doing? Like, I hate Ben's guts because he sucks, but at the same time, is it just me, or does this team look worse without Ben? No one's gonna say it. No one's gonna say it. Like in those 6 quarters, we, without Ben, playing 15 minutes a game, even though it's only 15 minutes a game, you know? Those who are new to the stream, welcome. I hope you're all doing well as well. Thank you for the support these days. Look behind you, KD's gone. Yeah, I know. I kept it up there. Just, if we're gonna witness the present, we've got to acknowledge the past, don't we? So we keep it up there, just for good vibes, you know? Let's hope that the KD imagery can manifest someone scoring 45 like McCall did. The Lakers, bro, they suck. With all their players back, they are down 20 to Dallas early in the second quarter. Luka's got 14, Kyrie's got 7, Josh Green's got 6, Hardaway's got 6. I would have loved Josh Green. I would automatically play Josh Green off the bench. Undisputed. Good 3-point shooter. Can make his own shot. He's a quality player. The Lakers are 0 of 12 from 3. Malik Beasley is 0 of 4. LeBron's 2 of 8. They're bad. A game that concerns us is the Wizards and the Bulls. The Bulls are up in that game by 4. DeRozan's got 10. Levine's got 11. I've just realized that I very much may have DeMar DeRozan on my fantasy bench because I didn't change it. That is awesome news. Okay, DeMar is on my field. Luckily, Royce is on my bench. He sucks. Alrighty, let's hope that this second half is actually going to bring something fruitful to the table. 7-point game. And if you didn't see like the first 18 minutes of the game, you're probably like, how is this game not 15 currently a 15-point deficit that we need to make up? I think Ben, Seth, and O'Neal need to tighten up as a whole. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Jose, hope you're doing well, my guy. I'm assuming you're from Brazil. Hope you're doing well, my guy. JV just not playing the players who used to win games, Utah, Edmund, and Patty. I wouldn't say they won games. I think we're forgetting the 2 players that won us games are gone. They aren't sitting on our bench as the 11th man in the rotation. Let's... All right. All right. Well, defense is the number one thing. I don't think that's rocket science. Early miss for DeJounte Murray. Okay, so McCall. Johnson. He's got Trey on him. And the turnaround too by Johnson, who has not missed inside the 3-point line. He's 6 of 8. He's got 13 points, I do believe. It's a 5-point game. Trey, drive on Bridges. Such a bad foul, man. Oh, that is one of the softest fouls I've ever seen, dude. What do you want him to do on that possession? Seriously, what do you want him to do there? He's got his arms straight up. He's stayed with him. Simple body bump, and he gets a free throw. Like, what do you want him to do? Both Free throws, as expected, are good by Trae Young. $66.59. Bridges got it. He's doubled. Spence, catch and shoot three. Got it. I think that's going to be where he's best utilized on the perimeter. We're going to need to see that. That's his second bucket of the game, Spencer's. Turnaround by Hunter is off. The defense is lifted. You can just see it. The shots are much more contested. They're much more low percentage. Bridges pull up two. Missed it. Rebound for the Hawks. Murray will wait for the ball to come to him. And now it is going to be Murray on the dribble drive. It's off. Clacks the strong rebound. And he gets it ahead to Johnson. Pull up three. Got it. Let's go. Brooklyn Bridges have combined for 31. That is the second three made on 2 attempts in this third quarter. Trae Young cannot respond, and the ball bounces on the top of the backboard. It is an opportunity now for the Nets to take the lead. Don't ask me how we've ended up here, but here we are. Spence, the high screen. He's got Trae Young on him now. Drive. Got rid of him. Bridges wide open three. Excellent look. And good, sensible play by Spence. He probably could have gone for the layup, though. I mean, he got by Trae Young. DeJounte to Collins. Now back to Trae. He's going to drive on Finney-Smith. Clacks with the block. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Clacks with the help. And the Hawks will reload with 5 seconds to shoot. DeJounte picked up by Spence. It's a deep three. And Spence did not even try contesting. That is a let-off. CJ feeds his fellow twin. Bridges into the paint. Where's the foul? Fam! Where the fuck was the foul there? He's been absolutely murdered on the head. Collins, good verticality by Clacks. The block by Clacks. It's going to be a damn interference, but where's the call on the other side, fam? Oh, fuck that. That's a joke. Bullshit calling. Spence one-on-one. Drive on Trae. We're going to get shots. Oh my goodness. We've got goaltending on the other end. +1. Spence was fouled by Trae on the drive, and we have just... As I said, it's been a very simple fix. Free throw is good. 1 point game. 71-70. Trae. Murray. Turnover. Johnson reads. Stops. Extra feed. Finney-Smith missed the layup. Got the putback. We got a timeout. And the lead is with the Nets. How have we come back? Bro. Johnson with the steal. It was a bit lucky the way in which it fell in his lap. But good composure to stop, not lose the ball. The extra feed to Finney-Smith identified we had extra numbers. We're finally here. We're here. It took this damn long. It's 8:30 in the damn morning here. And I'm watching Nets basketball and making a bit of a racket while doing so. But Now that everyone's awake, I can fully be invested in this game and make a bit more noise. What am I watching? The Hawks at the timeout have a bunch of fans doing a race on... Is that suitcases? I can't actually tell what that is. I'm about to get evicted. I can't get evicted from my own house, boy. I'm definitely gonna wake some people up if they're not already awake. It's a weekday. People have already gone off to work. They're doing their thing. It's 4:30 p.m. Damn, I wish. I wish, bro. I woke up at 7 a.m. for this shit. And the thing is, there's a couple games in the future against Denver, which are both 6:30 a.m. Call me crazy, but I think I'm going to wake up for them. Yes, I'm going to wake up at 6:30 to see Jokic slaughter this team, but you know what? Who gives a crap? Alrighty, we've got a long way to go, but yeah, well, this game has proven exactly that. There's a long way to go. A lot can change in time. You know, about a quarter of game time ago, we were down 20. And on the back of really good defense, forcing, you know, contested shot misses, you know, getting steals, this and that, we've been able to break out in transition, get some more good looks, better looks. We couldn't do that for the life of us the other day. But it's good to see. So, yeah, 72-71. That Bridges call was blatantly obvious on the offensive side. He got hit on the head, still scored the 2. Here we go, though. 72-71. It is Trae Young bringing the ball up. Collins. And now DeJounte out to Collins. Catch and shoot 3. A short rebound, Finney-Smith. That shooting isn't going to sustain itself forever. Now it's Dinwiddie. The high screen by CJ. Dinwiddie step back 3. It's off. Offensive rebound, Clax is going to body bump Collins, get rid, and score the flip for 2. That's what I like. The second chance opportunities. You ain't going to score the 3. You need to be damn well be ready to get that rebound. Murray, good contest Dinwiddie. Rebound Capella. Second bite of the cherry for the Hawks. Trae, good defense Bridges. Trae scores the 2 over the top though. I don't know how we maneuvered his way through, but that's a little bit of a punch in the gut. We forced the first miss, the second chance. They get it to go. Bridges now. That one's too easy. 76-73. That's yet again attacking Trae Young, who, as we've said, is a liability on defense. Capella could not finish the alley-oop. And now the Nets can get it out to a 5-point lead. Johnson gets into the paint. It's a foul by Collins. Capella with a vicious block to prevent the and 1. But I'm loving the play by Johnson. He looks so smooth with it. Bogdanovic, the GOAT. Bogdanovic has played a really good game. Gonna go out on a limb and say that. I gotta respect, you know, a baller when I see one. And Bogdanovic has played really well. Cam Johnson gets it to 77 for the Nets. We're definitely on track to exceed what we scored the entirety of last game. Already 77 in this game. So second free throw is good. And I tell you what, it's been a really good quarter by the Nets. Only allowed 9 points in nearly 6 minutes. DeJounte with the ball now. Gives it to Capella. Hunter. Good switch. Murray got to shoot over Claxton. There's nothing you can do about that. It's a good contest. Better offense. Spence. Johnson. Thought about the three. Cross. Cross again. Kick out. Bridges. One more. Dimwitty three. Ah. I'm liking him shooting those threes in rhythm, though, as opposed to taking it off the dribble. Bogdanovic bounds past Claxton. Reddick got in the passing lane. A turnover for the Hawks. Bridges. It's going to be Nets ball on the baseline after Bogdanovic knocks it out of bounds. His brother played for the Nets. Incorrect. Bojan is not the brother of Bogdan. I don't even think they're from the same country, to be honest. McCall gets it from the inbounds. The kick out of Johnson for three on the catch. It's off. The rebound. Just saved by the Hawks. They can tie the game up. Nets lead was 5. The Hawks actually shooting it worse than us. Murray behind the back. Good defense. Did they get the bounce? No. Capella tried the putback, but he did not get it to go. It is now Johnson. The pass to Dinwiddie. Pulls the ball back, and he's got Capella on him. Clax will face up on Bogdanovic. Try to take him off the dribble, and it's good defense. I think he's got to be a little bit more aggressive in not dribbling the ball away from the basket. Bogdanovic missed the layup. It's going to be 2 shots for him. And there's been a little bit less of a... What's the word? A little bit less of a knack to shoot the 3 ball in this quarter by Atlanta. So Bogdanovic shooting 2. That's good. Royce will come in, replacing God knows who. I think it's Clax. So we're playing small ball at the 4:55 mark of this third quarter. Bogdanovic, number 2, is good. So Spence going to let it roll initially. He's got Trae Young on him now. He's going to back him down. Shoot a midi. I do not like that shot at all. Shooting a fadeaway 2 when you got Trae Young on you. What is that defense? Bogdanovic missed a wide open 3. Yet again, the communication was awful. Bridges thought about the 3. He's going to give it to Johnson, who is now closed out somewhat. Bridges on the bounce. Dinwiddie, corner 3. Royce got to hit it. Johnson tried the putback. Did not get it to go. Royce cannot help but think you need to score those. Trae Young, good change of pace. We got a timeout. The Hawks on a 7-0 run. But that is just... I mean, Royce, you've got a wide open 3. That just should be absolutely swallowed up. You have to score that. Yet again, Royce, I don't know what he's doing on the court. If he cannot make a 3, Utah makes that, definitely. Or at least more often than not, he makes it. He's deadly from the corners. But fucking hell, I don't know. This bench, as soon as the bench comes in, I got problems. Okay. Cam Thomas, we believe. Yeah, well, I think he got 14 minutes in the first half. He's definitely got to be pushing 30. But Royce got to go, man. He young, make him play all 48. Well, then what's... If we... I mean, that's only happening in an alternate universe. That's only happening in creative mode, let's be real. If he played all 48, well, then the argument is going to be if he got injured, why'd you play him all 48 minutes? You know? People will say the coach is a dumbass for playing in 48 minutes. Okay. Okay. I'm in Tijuana, betting 300 on this game. You're a crazy man for doing that. Shout out to my boy. Shout out David. Hope David's doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Obed? I'm assuming that's how you say your name. Alrighty. Okay. 80-78, people. Nets in possession. 4 or so minutes to play. Pretty vital we close this quarter out. Bridges. 2 over Bogdanovic is fluent. And it's back to a tie. That is tie number 8 of the game. Trey got right by Bridges. And the 2 is good over Finney-Smith. We get into it quickly. Bridges the Euro, the kick out, the corner 3 for Royce. Got it. And he stares down the Hawks bench. Second 3 of the night for Royce. And he's had plenty of looks. Hawks not shooting the ball very well in this quarter. 33%. We're shooting upwards of 50%. Okongwu got the 2 over Finney-Smith again. Spence, the drive, the flip. Where was the foul? That looks so unnatural. Hawks gonna look to get into offense early. That pass was wayward. Finney-Smith read it. And now Dimwitty in transition. He's got Royce there, who's gonna shoot another 3. He got it again! The net barely moved. 2-point game. Trey picks up his dribble. Okongwu fakes the pass. Missed the layup. And it is shithouse yet again. Not enough numbers collapsing into the paint to get the board. Okongwu followed up his own miss. And it's back up, or back tied up to 86. That wasn't even coherent English, but you know what? We run with it. Cam is in the game. Stop. 2. He just missed an open shot. He got rid of Trey Young. It was a good look. And now Trey lost the ball. I thought it was a kickball. It's a 3-on-1 instead. Royce goes to the corner. 3 again. He got it again. He's made his last 3 3-pointers. And before the timeout, I said, Royce, you're on the court doing cardio like last game. But in the last 3 minutes or 2 minutes, he's redeemed himself with 3 straight 3-pointers without a miss. And it's because of those misses / turnovers we're creating. Trey behind the back pass to Hunter. Top of the key 3 is good. Tied up again. God, this is going to be a high-scoring game. So the Nets have exceeded the mark they scored last game. Cam for 2. He is fouled. It's going to be shots at the 110 mark. Has there just been a technical called on Trey Young? I definitely heard a whistle, like after the initial whistle had been blown. I'm not actually sure what the... Yeah. There's a technical. Dinwiddie's going to shoot the free throw. I think Trae Young picked up the tee. And the free throw is good. So we automatically have the lead on the back of that. Now we'll have 2 free throws on top at the 1:10 mark of the third. This is going to be an intense last quarter, I do feel. 90-89. So obviously, if Trae Young gets pissed off at another call and the refs see fit, he could get thrown out of the game. So Cam makes free throw 1. I don't know if that was a foul. That's rubbish. That is a terrible technical. I don't care what team you support. That's a bullshit technical. Absolutely nothing. For absolutely nothing. The players are less pissed off about the call or about the shit talking than the referees are. They're butthurt, mate. So the free throw is good to get it out to 3. We have scored 35 points in the third quarter. So give and go. Trae Young. Drive. Reverse. Got it. And he's been able to do that very, very easily. Dinwiddie is doubled. Bounce pass to Cam, who had gone more central. Dinwiddie thought he was going more baseline. Trae Young. Oh, that is such a rubbish foul. It's going to be 2 shots at the 41.5 mark. So it's going to be Young trying to give him the lead back. That's number 1 made. Take Dame Dollar over Trae. Well, yeah, of course. Dame would be such a good player on this team. We'd have basically everything we need, I feel. Obviously, I don't expect this roster to be remotely the same next season. I definitely think Cam Johnson, McCall, Claxton, Cam, you have to build around those 4. Okay, so 93-92. Cam gonna let it roll. 2 for 1 on offer here. Cam shoots a deep 2 and knocks it down in the face of the defender. Whew. The sauce. Is Trae gonna go for the 2 for 1? There's time for it. Trae, alley-oop, Okongwu, got it. And there's the 2 for 1 converted. So that alley-oop that we were reading in the second quarter hasn't really happened in the third quarter because Trae's actually taken it all the way to the cup. And just when you thought he would do it again, throws this one up. Cam lost the ball. Saddiq Bey with the steal. Cam just lost the ball. 7 to shoot. Bogdanovic picked up by CJ. Oh, that is a rubbish foul. Again. Spence will pick it up. He had a Okongwu as the assignment under the basket with 4.3 to play. We're over the limit as well. It's a joke. Where the fuck is the foul? That's the second time this game that Okongwu was latched on. Let's just have a look. Where's the foul there? That just looked like a natural wrestling for front position. Like, where you plucking the foul from? That's a joke. So 2 free throws made. Cam's got 4 to bring it up. 3, 2, pull up 3. It's off. And look, after the third quarter, I do feel like, yeah, after, the way we started that third quarter, I do feel as if we probably deserve to have the lead going into the last. That said, I think we did well nonetheless. We got the lead down a little bit more, but 97 points given away in 3 quarters. That is just not acceptable. Regardless, I mean, let's have a look at the box score real quick. You can see the shooting is actually improved from 3. I mean, it's still pretty below par, but Royce has got 12. Cam's got 17 off the bench, so that's the scoring we needed. Joe and Seth have not played minutes. Mikal's already got 30 minutes under his belt. And we got 9 from Spence, who's shooting the ball hella inefficiently. The Hawks, how are they shooting the ball? Still over 50% from 3 from the field. That's a little bit down. We've got to run them off the line. That said, Trae Young is getting way too many open looks at the basket. Got to stop that. But really, it was DeJounte and Trae Young, maybe a bit of Bogdanovic in that third quarter. Not really, actually. So, it seems like those two are going to bring him home, if anything. And on our end, God knows who the closers are going to be. That's always been a big question about this team. Thank you for the live stream. The casino isn't televising the game, so me and a couple friends watching this. Well, I'm happy that you're getting what you need in terms of wanting to watch the game and stuff like that. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe if you are new to the stream as well. We're doing Nets games on the regular for the rest of the season, so if you want to be around for those streams, then make sure to let us know. Or subscribe if you really want to. She's a professional dancer, if you know what I mean. Yeah, of course I do. Yep. Tough gig, that. I mean, I don't even have any coordination, so I'm a terrible dancer. So basically everyone else is a professional dancer to me. Spence is fouled on the floor. God knows how he's fouled on the floor when he's gathered the ball. Like, blatantly, he's picked up his dribble. We showed that any player that can be traded. Well, yeah. Plenty of players that have value on this roster, which you can probably get pieces for in the off-season. Picks or players. Dinwiddie is fouled. He could not get it to go, but this time he will get the free throws that he wanted about 20 seconds earlier. We need both Cams, Mikal, Royce, and Clax to end it. Cam. 3, 4. Well, you've named 6 players, so I don't really know. You probably just run with the starting 5 to end this one off. So 97, 95. Free throw 1 made. Free throw 2 made. Okay, so defense got us back in the game. And now defense needs to be the thing that gets us over the edge. So Murray looking for Bogdanovic. The catch and shoot 3 is good. I mean, at this point, you cannot even allow the pass there. You've got to be face guarding him. So Cam, the high screen. Set by Clax. Cam Johnson in the corner. Missed it. It's a 4-on-5. Clax hasn't gotten back. Bogdanovic to the corner for Griffin, who drives. Clax with the block. Where is the foul there? Well, there's no chance it's... Yeah, there's no chance it's Clax who's gonna get pinged for the foul. It's Royce. Can always trust him to bail a player out. 101.96. You cannot give this team, or any team for that matter, easy looks like this. So right now, the starting 5, we've got except Royce is in and Cam Thomas is in. I would not suspect Finney Smith is going to be in for the closing. Dimwitty, yet again, can't get it to go, but it's going to be shots. Oh, you can't be serious! How is it not a foul on the gather? Bro, they're fucking stupid, mate. They are so special. Mate. Spence. We obviously can't challenge no calls either. Spence, oh, that was saucy. Step back mid-range is good. Whew. He may not be shooting the ball well, but you can't deny that that was a good move to create separation. 102.98. We need stops on this end. Griffin, 3. It's off. The rebound by Clax. I'll live with that. Dimwitty. Drive. Ah! The alley-oop was not what we needed. A turnover. Bogdanovic down the middle. The kick out for Bay. Bogdanovic. Okay. They're going to slow things down. We did well to recover there. Probably should have scored that too. Bogdanovic. That alley-oop was not good for the Hawks, but they will get it on the baseline. So it's going to be, yeah. Hawks on the baseline. Fuck's sake. That should have been a turnover. They just get it in. Sadiq Bey, covered by Cam J. Good work. He lost the ball, and it's going to be the Nets the other way. Johnson gets it ahead. Dinwiddie, alley-oop. Clax is fouled on the arm by a Kongwu. And that could have been a turnover on a number of occasions, but we did well to push the pace after forcing the turnover. And with Clax making both, we can get it up to triple figures. I would suspect that there is some free food on the line if Clax misses both. Number 1's off. Here we go. The free food is imminent, I do believe. You definitely can back your boy Clax in to make the miss the second. Here we go. Crowd vocal. They want the food. He got it. Silences the crowd. At the 9:48 mark. 3-point game. So in 2.5 minutes, we have had absolutely no movement in the margin. There's a foul on Royce again. I would suspect that you run Cam and... yeah, Cam Thomas is in, but I reckon McCall straight swap for Royce, and that's it. Bogdanovic shoots the 3 over Clax. It's off. Good defense. I live with those. Not really a rhythm 3-pointer there either by Bogdanovic. Dimwitty, does he want the 3 or does he want the 2? I would drive to the basket. He does. Oh! Huge dunk! Oh, you can't be serious! How is that a fucking technical? Oh, what a fucking joke. That is a huge dunk over a Kongwu. And yet, he wanted a whistle and he's been pinged for a tech. And of course, it's fucking bullshit. It is so bullshit, mate. So bullshit. How on earth? Refs are so in their feelings, man. So much emotion, not allowed. There's an offensive foul on Spencer, who now gets a call his way. 8:59 to play. Voice crack. Yep, a Kongwu with the movement. Let's look at it the other way. You could make a case for the dunk. Bro, he barely fucking said anything. Ugh. What a joke. All right. Suspense is 13.5 on 50% shooting. Oh, Thomas nearly moved the pivot foot. Clax missed the hook. That would have tied it. Murray, runner, and it's basically a role reversal. 4-point game. I'd argue we haven't been that shit in this last quarter, but yet we have nothing to show for it. Yeah. What's going on around the grounds? The Bulls up 5, the Lakers down 14. Other games yet to start and won't for the next hour. Bro, voice crack again. The Wizards are throwing. No Porzingis. The Bulls, they've got everyone they need. Levine has missed 3 of his 13 shots. But they cannot make a three-pointer for their life. Of course, they made a crap ton against us. We in the bonus keep attacking the paint. 100%, my guy. Seems to be working. Alrighty. We've just got to... Like, dude. Nets are giving me a high level of stress. No matter who the personnel is, like, nothing changes. Good game, Brooklyn, but the Hawks are ready to close this game out. Well, I do know that it's just going to be a matter of who can get more stops down the road. Alrighty. Spence needs buckets, point blank. Well, I don't even think he needs buckets. I think we need to just... All we need to do is just be smart with it. We can't afford turnovers, number 1. That's the number 1 thing. But number 2, the ball just can't glue to one guy's hands. It has to keep moving. There's 5 players on the floor who can shoot the ball when they want to score the ball. But defense is the number 1 thing. In the third quarter, we got back in the game. The second quarter, the back end of that quarter, we got back in the game on the back of defense. Now is no exception. Defense wins your games. It wins your championships. But having conceded 105 already, that's what's going to do it. Thomas on the perimeter. Spencer. He's going to shoot a 3. Not it. You cannot be shooting 3s. Where is McCall? I understand he's played 30 minutes, but get him in. Okongwu missed the layup. Clax was there, soaring. Johnson, drive, pull up from the elbow, he got it, and his mid-range looks smooth. He still has not missed inside the 3-point line. All 4 misses from beyond the arc. 105, 103. Okongwu looking. Bogdanovic has Cam on him. The switch. Now it's Clax. Bay on the wing. Over Cam Thomas. The 3 is good. And this is what you're trading off. If you want Cam on the court, you're trading off offense or defense for offense. And if you're not going to get the offense, well, it's basically a net negative, isn't it? Thomas, Clax, back to Cam. Now Clax. He's got Royce open. One more. Good. Hezzy. He airballed the fucking floater. Oh, my life. McCall's coming in. I hope it's to get Royce. Yep, it is. So are we going as far to say that we're playing basically the starting five for the entire fourth quarter? Or the team that we've got on the court right now, aside from McCall, the entire fourth quarter. Trey looking. He's got Collins now, picked up by Cam on the perimeter. Trey. Cam's guarding. Oh my God, McCall. You just watched that ball go over. I mean, it was probably a picture-perfect pass by Trae Young. It's out of 7. You can't be playing zonal. That's a foul. 3 shots. Trae Young is the guy that will pick the foul up. And the reason we're able to also get back in the game was not only because of the defense, but because we were attacking Trae Young. Foul was on the elbow. Free throw 1 is good. So the game is not over. Of course it isn't. But you've got to absolutely... You've just, like, defensively, the clamps, they need to be applied, seriously, in the last 6 minutes. 110-105. 6:21 to play. Cam, free throw is good. I honestly think that Cam may need to score 30 for us to win. He's got 20 now. Bogdanovic, Trey, got Clax on him in a switch. Clax, excellent defense. They got the offensive board though because Clax obviously was contesting. Bogdanovic got the 2 over Spencer. I mean, if you're not going to get the offensive rebound, then you're asking for your own downfall. Finney Smith is back in. And we got a loose ball foul. I mean, why is Dorian back in? Who did you take to the bench? Cam? Is your OCD the reason you disagree? I'm a bit confused. What do you mean? Clax has got 5 fouls. Finney Smith, the open 3. You got to hit those as well, man. Sheesh. So Clax is probably going to have to go to the bench, isn't he? On 5 fouls. Cam's back in. Bogdanovic is wide open. Rubbish defense. McCall's got his arms out. Oh my God, and a turnover. Oh, you are kidding for what? Bro! Dinwiddie's not even looking at the fucking ball or the player. He's just standing in space. Where's the foul? Where is the foul there? He isn't even looking. Where are you looking, referee? Bro, you can't be fucking serious. Just making up fouls, pulling them out your ass. So bullshit. That's a travel. Thank you. Ball don't lie. That is a load of crap. What a bullshit call. He's just standing. He got fouled, or a foul called on him for standing. Bridges. Johnson, corner 3. We've said this before, and I'll say it again. You shoot the 3, you have to make it. With a carry by Trae Young, that is A crap call. I don't even know. Oh, you could say that was a travel. It's a 9-point game. Or an 8-point game, sorry. Dinwiddie 1-on-1 with Trae Young. They're playing some zone. Finney Smith again for 3. Finally, he got one. And we got a timeout. That's a big 3. Keeps us in touch. He hasn't been able to make a 3 like all game, but that is a big one. It's the starting lineup. That's the issue. They don't work together. Well, no Clax on the floor because he's got 5 fouls. I don't know what we're holding him out for, down 5. Finney Smith is back in, so that's why Cam is still in. We can win this game. Of course we can. It's a 5-point deficit, 2 buckets in 4.5 minutes. Should be achievable, but how many times do I have to say you need to make your threes, number 1, and number 2, you need to play defense? It's really that simple. Like, literally, I feel like the phrase to sum up this channel with everything I say, it's not rocket science. Because it really isn't. Everything isn't rocket science. It's very simple. Sports are simple. Basketball is a simple game. You make more shots, you win the game. Actually, no, in some cases, that's not right. If you're a free throw merchant, then maybe it's a little bit different. But the more points you got, voice crack, the more points you got, the more, yeah, the more chance you're going to win a game. The more defense you play, the more chance there is of you winning the game. Kyrie, KD, JD. Who is JD? I love Clax, man. To me, is the face of the team. I do love him. His vibe generally. Who is JH? I'm not sure. Joe Harris? Is that what we're saying? If you are enjoying the stream, you know what to do. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. We will be back next up. We're not doing games during the week at times. But we next are covering the game against, I believe it's Milwaukee? No, Milwaukee and the Knicks we're missing. It's the game after that on Saturday. It is... Who are we playing? The Celtics. Yeah, good luck. We're getting absolutely smoked in that game. But 114-109. The score, 4.5 minutes to play. We will be back for Boston. But the Knicks game and the Bucks game we're not covering on the channel. Come on, lads. 4:30 to play. DeJounte at the elbow. The switch. Trae Young picked up by Bridges. 1-on-1. Drive. He got by him. He lost the ball. He got it up and in just as the fucking shot clock expired. Shit. Yet again, we can't catch a break. So they're not running Capella. It's a Kongwu. Spence, ISO 3. He got it! How did he get that? Such a low percentage shot. But he's taken that many in his lifetime. You would sort of back 1 in every 4 to go down. Turns out that was the 1. DeJounte, the switch. He's got Finney Smith on him. Finney Smith stays with him. It's a tough shot, but he scores anyway in the face of the defender. 6-point game, 3:30 to play. Come on. Johnson from way downtown. He got it. Timeout. Nets. Hawks. Sorry. 118-115. 3:26 to play. 3-point game. Whew. Wow. Let's get this bread, people. The Lakers are back in the game against Dallas. They started the game 0 of 18 from 3. They're still 3 of 24. Somehow they're back in the game, though. I don't even know how. Kyrie is sort of shooting the ball pretty ass. We will not go quietly into that long night. Yeah, well, look, I can fully commend this team for the fight they've shown, but we got back into the game about a quarter ago, and yet we still have not gotten over the top. If anything, like, this is, like, these final 3.5 minutes, this is, like, I've been saying it time and time and time again. You know, it's not too late to get some stops. If we get swept, we're worse than last year. What are we talking about? Swept in the playoffs. I mean, we're already worse than last year in the sense that our team's worse. The Hawks are not good this season. Hawks have been good recently. You got to give them credit. This is a big game, though. We need to win this, with the Hawks sort of breathing down some of the other teams as necks in the playoff picture. Young gets by Bridges. He missed the layup. Get the board, Bridges. Yes. And now McCall with 3 minutes to play. Looks like we had a timeout. You know, the take it or lose it timeout. We had 3. You obviously only have the entitlement of 2 timeouts in the final couple of minutes. This doesn't bode well for the future. I wouldn't go that far. As I constantly preach on streams like this, you cannot get carried away with a win or a loss. You know, we lost by 44. Sure, it's very easy to say blow the team up, delete club. But, you know, like, it's basically forget about it and move on to the next. If we win today, you know, we're not going to be dwelling on this win. We can say we won, but, you know, the next game is what we worry about as soon as the buzzer goes at full time. So, let's keep the context. 44-point loss to the Bulls. I don't give a crap who the team is. We could lose to the damn Rockets, and I won't care beyond the day it happened. You know? Like, we can maybe look back on it, but I'm not going to dwell on it. And say, trade this player, do this. This player's trash. So out of the timeout, let's see what we drew up. That's going to be a push. We're in the bonus. And Bridges will get free throws. That was a pretty careless foul to give away. I mean, it's not a three-pointer. A little bit of mayo put on that one, I would feel, by McCall, but free throws. Who am I more confident in potential-wise, Cam or Clax? It depends, because I feel like Clax, the best came out of him when KD and Kyrie were on the team. That said, he does have a pretty high ceiling. If that offensive game can develop some more, that'll be awesome. But Cam as a scorer is just quality. If the defense can even be remotely average, then he becomes one of the most skilled players in the league, doesn't he? And if that offense has another step to go up. 1 point game, final 3 minutes. Trey gets by Bridges. Active hands. He lost it. He got it back. And Young just threw it out. Where the fuck are you? You are dreaming. How is that their ball? Trey Young tried to do a rip. And I think he just threw it out of bounds. He just threw it out. If they get a fucking bucket off this, this is a joke. Murray for 3. Fucking joke. It is so fucking bullshit. That shouldn't have even been their ball. Deep 3 by Murray makes it a 2-possession game, and then he throws it out of fucking bounds. Fuck's sake, man. How we didn't even get the ball on that trip on the defensive side is a joke. Trey just threw it out of play. It might as well have been what Spencer just did. A throw out of play, because it was. So Trey Young. They free up the interior. Trey, the switch. Johnson forces the steal. Thomas nearly tripped over his own feet. Thomas into the paint. He tripped over again, and it's a foul. It's a bullshit foul again. The referees, I don't know what they're smoking. They do have a challenge. I hate those whistles for tripping. Like, that's inadvertent. Okongwu's tracking back. What's he getting a foul for? He didn't... No level of contact on the guy driving to the basket. It's just the fact he fell over and hindered his drive. I'm not even... Like, I'm a Nets fan, but I feel equally sympathetic for the Hawks because I don't think that was a foul. That said, the other way, it should have been our ball. So a 2-point game with 2 minutes to play. Can we just seriously get over the hump here? We have literally been at this deficit for like 15 minutes of game time. Murray one-on-one with Dinwiddie. Drive, layup, it's off. Get the rebound! No! Oh, it's going to happen again, isn't it? A 3-pointer on the back of a second chance. Young with the runner. He got the bounce. And what a fucking surprise. Cam turns it over again. Murray in transition. Johnson with the active hands. Goaltending. 6-point game. Did Clax foul out? No, he didn't. We're getting stops, man. This is just... Oh, for fuck's sake. Bridges. He wanted a foul. He didn't get it. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break, man. It's... And a foul there on Johnson. I tell you what, though. This is our fault. 2 possessions where we have committed... Okay, hang on. Actually, no. I'll make it even... Put it into even more perspective. In the last 2 minutes, 2 turnovers on our end and 2 second chance opportunities given away on the Hawks end, which has led to 5 Hawks points. It's a 6-point game. Young's made a free throw to make it 7, and he'll probably make another one to make it 8. But we have been in charge for our own downfall. It could have gone one of 2 ways. And it's been our problem. I don't care what Jacques Vaughn has done with playing or not playing Clax. He basically has played him the entire quarter, so I don't want to hear that argument. The problem is the turnovers. We've had 5 in the quarter. Dinwiddie with the dunk. Clock stops at 1:13. Cannot let the ball be inbounded. Cannot let the ball be inbounded. It is inbounded, and now Murray will get it past halfway. And he will slow things down. You probably want to... You don't need to foul, but you got to get a stop. Murray got by. The pass is a turnover. Johnson, push the pace. 3s are needed. 3s are needed. Finney Smith, 3. Got it! Timeout! 1 possession game. And now the fact that we had 2 turnovers and 2 second chance opportunities conceded in the last 2 minutes. Now it's even more of a kick in the guts because we're only a possession down. You rectify 2 of those 4 errors and you may be in the lead right now. So now... The defensive nous of this team, the defensive abilities of this team that have been highly touted. Teams have been trying to pry these players away at the deadline because of their defensive abilities. If this you know, 50 seconds is going to show anything, it's going to show exactly that. What we're supposedly so good at, let's actually show it now. I'm not even capping. That goaltend by Cam on the previous possession could have actually... You could have made your case that it wasn't a goaltend, but... You know, there's like 15 calls we needed a challenge for, and we haven't got enough challenges, simply put. So, 47.6 to play. It's a 3-point game, 1 possession. We need a stop. Let's see what the Hawks have got. They've got Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, who have been the 2 clear standouts. Here we go. They're going to hold for 1. Oh, that's a... Oh, he missed it! He missed it! That was such a good move to create separation. Bridges thought there was going to be a drive on. Instead, it's going to be Dinwiddie with the ball. He's calling a timeout. Why did it take so long for JV to call the timeout? We had 31 seconds when we had the ball. At first, we let like 14 seconds burn. And, yeah, well, we're going to have to draw up a play for the 3-pointer, aren't we? And we talked about the 3-pointers. They need to be made if we wanted to win this game. Well, if this is proof of anything, or it's not really proof of anything. If we're going to prove ourselves, though, well, we need to make a damn 3-pointer when the situation demands it. To win the game tonight, we need to make this 3-pointer. Of all the 3-pointers, we've missed so many. Surely we've got a 3-pointer in hand. And I don't know if this is a sign of things to come. We have only played 7 players in the second half. Is that going to be a thing we look to further down the line? The problem has been today, though, the defense, number 1. 127 points conceded. The Hawks are a game and a half back from the 7-seeded Heat. This game is important to win. You know, games will be tougher in the near future. So this one is probably one you got to win. Royce, CJ, Finney-Smith, Dinwiddie, Bridges, the 5 on the floor. Are we going to get it in? We get it to Spence. He's got 10 to shoot. Cross. Finney-Smith gets by. Kick out. Johnson 3. Got it! Got it! He got it! Yes! CJ! Thing 2! Yes! Yes! But I'm not getting carried away. Because the game's not over. 7.3 to put clamps on this Hawks team. And now it's even more triggering that we had 2 turnovers and 2 second chance opportunities resulting in points for the Hawks in the last 5 minutes. Because if that was avoided, we would be in front. But now we've got to hold on. I already know. It's going to be Trae, or it's going to be DeJounte just scoring a 2. Well, the good thing is, 7.3 seconds, the Hawks have no more timeouts. If we can deny the inbounds, we can go the other way. We have a timeout. So we can draw the play up. Murray being cooking. I think that's the guy they're going to go to, but it makes things more unpredictable when you've got both Trae and DeJounte, who have both scored about 30 points. That's just a guess. Alrighty, 7 seconds, 127 apiece. It's going to be Bay, Bogdanovic, Trae Young, DeJounte, and DeAndre Hunter. Hunter. Alrighty, here we go. Defense has McCall, Finney-Smith, Dimwitty, Johnson, the starting five for the Nets. Trae Young, cross, drive, ball fake, got it! No! Such a good move! He had McCall in the air. I knew it, bro. I knew it. I just knew it. It was such a good move, but you needed more help in there. Like, he did everything right on that possession, bro. You know, it was the dribble drive. It was the stop. McCall was on his haunches. You know, there was enough space to get the shot up. And he had 7 seconds to get it done, so there was plenty of time for a good possession, a good one-on-one. That's going to do it, though. And I tell you what, like, I give this team credit for being in the game the entirety of the way. But as I said, those 2 turnovers, those 2 second chance opportunities, you don't give those up, and you are potentially winners. Like, if we look back at the possession, Bridges, yeah, he fell for the ball fake. Dimwitty came over for the help. And I feel like it's just the fact that they had 5 shooters on the floor, that played into their hands perfectly because you had to play every single one of them one-on-one. And Trae, that was just a very good move. Spence came over with the help, but he was behind him when he contested. And what can I say? 2-point win for the Hawks. And the alarm's also gone off. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's going off. Alrighty, if you're going now and you did enjoy the stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. We're going to be back for Nets Celtics on the weekend. Nets Bucks and Nets Knicks I won't be doing. But let's have a look at the box score and the closing. Like, there's so many things I could say. Like, so many calls that didn't go our way. You know, some things could have gone our way, some things didn't go our way. It is what it is. But once again, I'm not going to get too cut up about it. We need to move forward and we need to go to the next game. The good thing is that some plays looked really good today. The problem is the defense. You're not going to win too many games conceding 129 points. We did score 127, which is a positive, given we scored 40 less the other day. But at least there was a game I could be engaged in right to the end. Look, I don't think we deserved to win on the back of how we started. We did get back into the game, but we never really took the lead and took the game by the scruff of the neck. DeJounte ends with 28 on really good efficiency. Trae Young took quite a few more shots, but ultimately scored the ones that counted. Collins was good in the first half, and so was Hunter. Kongwu played the closing minutes, and Bogdanovic with a really handy 22 off the bench. I swear to God, he always tortures us. 50% from the field, 53% from 3. I think ultimately, well, 3-pointers, we beefed that up, but I think the first half where we only scored what? I mean, in the first quarter when we scored I think we were 2 of 13 to start the game from 3. If we even knock down a couple more of those, we're good. You know, and we're not having to dig ourselves out of an awful deficit to face, especially early on in the game. Cam with 22 off the bench, that was pretty good minutes. Royce hit some big threes in the third. And then in the starting 5, Spencer, 41 minutes. He had 20. Bridges at 24. Cam Johnson, the high man for the Nets, with 27, which is a really welcomed sight. And Finney-Smith with 12. So I'll tell you what, you know, the second half, a lot of the starters got going. Spencer was awful in the first. Oh, he wasn't awful, but the shooting was really inefficient. You know, a lot of players for that matter weren't really offering anything, bench included. But it was really good to see, you know, Cam Johnson fire. You know, even Finney Smith hit a couple of big threes. Royce hit some big shots. Spencer hit some big shots. But ultimately, like, I would have played... Yeah, well, the starting five were on the floor, so I can't really complain, but I think you need to play Clax more than 30 minutes a game. I think it's a non-negotiable. You have to play Clax more than 30 minutes a game. Interesting thing to look forward to as well. Look forward to as in not to be excited about it, but just a thing to monitor. 7 players played on the court in the second half, which is an interesting watch. When Ben comes back, does that turn to 8? Was it just a matter of the situation demanding it? Was it a matter of Seth Curry and Joe just being garbage? That's what I think it was. They were trash and didn't really offer anything. They got cooked in the first half. I mean, if we look at the plus minus, you can see negatives for the bench and the starting five. Well, yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith a plus 15, which I thought fairly surprising, to be honest. But overall, I mean, pretty good game, but that said, you know, we want to win and we can't be thinking about moral victories. So it is what it is. You know, we shot the ball much better today, got to the free throw line a lot more, but yeah, it doesn't count for nothing if you can't win the game. Ultimately, I think it was just a 3-point discrepancy in the you know, the first half that really cost us. And then those second chance points, I don't know how many they got. Well, they got 13 offensive rebounds for starters. Clint Capella had 6 offensive rebounds. They out-rebounded us by 9 overall, and I think that was the decisive factor. You know, there's a lot of things you could say, you know, if they went the other way, it would have been a victory. It is what it is, though. Bogdanovic a plus 28 off the bench. The starting five was pretty crap, if we're going to be real, if we're going to be keeping it a buck. But 15 turnovers, much better enforcing those. And then if we look at the Nets on the turnover side of things, we had 9. So they came at a really bad time as well. But yeah, if, you know, once again, it's going to be another learning experience for this team. You know, things aren't always going to be easy, but, you know, it is what it is. We move forward. We can't be content with this, obviously. The starts need to be better. Yet again, it was an issue, the way we started, and we had to, you know, crawl our way back into the game. We were facing a deficit, I reckon, for 95% of the game. That's not going to put you in a good position basically all the time. So, yeah. Thanks for the early call. No worries. We did better second half. Utah and Sumner need to play and switch out for others. Harrison Curry today. Yeah, well, I just want to see a little bit of a shift. Utah and Sumner, they need to get minutes. If you're not playing Seth, you're not playing Joe, you need to have a point guard in there. I mean, Cam plays, obviously, but I like Sumner as an option. Just if Cam gets into a bit of a mess, he's let 14 seconds run down and he's done nothing with it, you can give it to Sumner, who can just attack the basket. And it sort of prevents Dinwiddie from having to play 41 minutes. We need to become better in the final 2 minutes. I don't think it was that. We went on an 8-0 run in the final 2 minutes. But it was the couple of minutes that preceded that, that came prior to that, that they were the downfall. That was the problem. But yeah. So that'll do it. Next up is Boston, in terms of what we'll be streaming. The next game, though, is Milwaukee or New York. If time permits, I may do a little video on one of those two, provided we win or lose. I'll just suss out what, if there's anything worth talking about. But if there isn't, then you can expect me to be here for Nets Boston on the weekend. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for the support. Good to see a few more people today. We didn't have as many the other day, but it's good to see a few more people in the chat engaging and supporting. It's a bit of a slow start out the gate out of the All-Star break, and we need to win as many games as possible. We're now equal with the Knicks in terms of record, so it's going to be very interesting, that game that we play against them midweek. But yeah, we'll see how we go. It's important we bounce back, but a lot of good to take. That said, that 129 point, those 129 points given up is unacceptable. So we need to improve on that. That's going to do it from me. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to show your support on the way out and subscribe if you are new. Yep, I've told you when I'll be back here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. There's actually quite a bit of it, actually, for me especially. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure to stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Nets lose by 2, and all we need to do is bounce back and get back on the win column against a team who's won 14 in a row. So yeah, see you soon, people. Enjoy the week.